lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The drive by LeBron. Green with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Outside Irving. That's tipped. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Golden State also making some changes. Anderson Varejao checked in for Green. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron.
It does. That is a factor. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Frye. Smith comes in for Jefferson. And James subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Golden State also making some changes. James Michael McAdoo's checked in for Spates. Curry comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
The Cavaliers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago. And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. 3rd longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed. And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Thompson outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Warriors leading by 3. Curry. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. 21 points for Steph Curry.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Thompson from deep. No good. No luck. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Warriors ahead, up by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Warriors leading. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Iguodala in the 3 slot. And the shot is good. Bogut's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Curry outside. Does not fall through. He's missed 6 of his 14 attempts.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Thompson for the triple. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. And it's Irving missing.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Irving for 3. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Thompson for the triple. And again, no good by Golden State. Pass to Smith. The feed to Dellavedova. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Right wing. Nobody near Barnes.
Harrison Barnes
drops one in from the wing.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. Despite the deficit, he told his guys, "I've got confidence in you. We've had our backs against the wall before. You know what we need to do." Kevin, can they retake the lead?
And thank you, Doris. James, the pass to Smith. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
The Warriors trailing. Inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Curry's shot is off.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now. And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Thompson with the bucket.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Lets the three fly. Here's Bogut. Yes! And the foul. That one on Love.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Curry can't get it to go.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserve.
And he gets the bucket.
It's a tight one. Neither team really able to create any separation.
We've been going back and forth, partner. It's been really, really tight so far.
Green, no luck.
Well, he had 1 three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 sets.
Irvin's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Curry outside. The shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Irvin attacking. It's rebounded by Curry. Here's Golden State. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Good! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That three off the mark. Outside Irvin. In the corner, Smith with it. Stolen by Thompson. Count it! Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the game. The three from LeBron. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime.